Let's see if we can do it now. And now if I were to draw the wiper, I wouldn't even have to look at an image because I have that 1/18 scale wiper on my shelf. So I could use that as a reference instead. That's only hypothetically speaking, I'm not planning to, but if I ever wanted to. I have a live model. And not too long ago I also picked up the Bugatti EB110. Most recent one I picked up, well aside from yesterday's meme pick from a flea market, I picked up the Renault Twizy. Or from that, because it's just a meme car, I wanted something funny on my shelf. The last pick was a Fiat Panda rally car. With a very fitting livery for me, white and blue with the number 5, that's why I picked it. I have a couple of rally cars on my shelf, so I thought why not. And I specifically also picked that because it wasn't a convenient size. I'm kind of running out of space on my shelf, so I had to pick something smaller. So it was a win-win. Oh, you do? Well, darn. I will keep it up. Though of course all the stuff you see there is again traditionally drawn, so the lines are not as good as they could be, but now that I'm on a drawing screen, I'll be able to draw much more precisely. And with less effort, so. I'm not saying I've gotten a lot better, but it's thanks to the tablet that I will be able to produce better looking lines more easily. Because back when I did traditionally and had to scan, then I would have to like redraw the whole thing. Well, not even redraw, because doing with the mouse is impossible, so what I did a few times was just turn the image into a vector, like trace it as a vector. Because at least that stuff I can do with mouse, just tracking the anchors on the lines. It was kind of my only choice at the time if I wanted to clean up the lines properly. But those days are over now. And I really want to start my own webcomic, but again, wasn't possible at the time. Would have been too much work. And it still is a lot of work, obviously, but back in the day especially would have taken me forever. But now I have a fighting chance. Okay, this time we lost proper time. It is, but I'm obviously doing this on purpose. 3, 2. On the Destruction Derby Discord, Passion Wagon, a new member, thought how fast to run with the rookie, so that's why I kind of started doing it. Because the time I got with Bro is already so good that there's no hope of beating it anytime soon. I'd have to put in countless hours just to beat the time, even by like a second or two. So there's no point even trying anymore, but now that I'm driving with Rookie, It's effectively it's like a new category basically. I decided why not, because I did wanna. I've been thinking about getting back to DD2, but obviously there's absolutely no point trying to pro anymore. And as it turns out, even though it's obviously slow, we already all knew that, it's not that much slower. I thought it would be a stretch to get sub 1, but, well, my optimals are sub 59 even, so it's only around a minute slower. Even less actually, if you get a good run. Because my pro time is 57:43. And optimals are within a minute right now, so if I get a good run I can easily beat even the second place time by subsonics with the pro. So he has some work to do if I'm gonna beat him with the slowest car. He is of course focused on the NCSC category because NCSC is 10 minutes faster anyway. But he had to go with PAL just to see how he would fare. But he'll have to put in lots more effort if he wants to catch me. And, you know, I also said that I'm struggling with ideas for streams, and here we go. Here's a new idea. And also an excuse to play DD2 again, because I've been curious, as I said. Kind of been longing to play it. But I knew that the pro time would be unbeatable, so then I would just be kind of wasting time. And kind of casually speedrunning, if that's even a thing. So here we are. It's not like I can run much else in this game anyway. Got stock car any races instead of all races, which is what I'm doing. This is a stupid category, and wrecking racing even more stupid. Has nothing to do with driving, just trying to become a fidget spinner as much as possible to be fast in that category, so it's something I'll never try. Unless if I do it for a meme. But I'm not really interested even for the meme aspect. So we'll see if I'll ever run that, but I doubt it. Same for stock car any races. There's already RNG in the run as it is, so going for any races is, yeah. You do require some luck in that. Yeah, but yeah, we'll see if I'll get back to that game. I only gave it a really short session, like an hour or two. So we'll see. I do have the game and I paid for it, so I might as well play it, but we'll see if I'll feel like doing so. This race was really good. Sarcastically speaking. And speaking of Wipeout, I also do want to run that game. But the biggest problem in that is not only the amount of effort it takes to be fast, because it's not an easy game to speedrun, but also if you want to do the shortest run, then it's for the Vector class, which is the slowest, and thus most boring. Feel like you're going at snail's pace, so I don't want to do a boring run, but at the same time if I go for a faster craft, as in the faster class, then the run becomes longer because it also adds more laps. So the problem with Wipeout is you would have to stay in your chair for quite a long time to finish a run. So in other words, I don't really have the patience for a long run right now, which is why DD2 is also perfect. Because you can do multiple runs in a stream. Well, you kind of have to because it's RNG, but anyway, just saying. Oh, really? Damn. How much did you pay for it? And I'm also asking because I don't know what the condition is. So how much and how good is the package? So yeah, in other words, I do want to run Wipeout, but it takes a lot of motivation to get into it, and also practice if I want to, as I always do, be fast. So it's not something that I can get into so easily. I can always play it casually, but I'd rather practice if anything else. So how much did you pay for it? Just curious. It's not exactly a common or cheap game. Ah, okay, so yeah. That's like an after release. Yeah, okay. And I can see why now you mentioned it. Because DD2 in there. There's actually this local game shop that has one of those copies. Or no. Sorry, I was thinking about the web shop. And it's not very cheap there either, so you got it for a really good price. So how are the discs? Are they barely scratched, or if they're scratched at all, then you got it for a really good price actually. Good pick. Like, although both games are obviously re-releases because they're in that one package, it's still a decent pick for that price. It does have 2 games after all, so DD2 alone would go for that price. So barely scratched discs then. Yeah, nice. You got a good pick. And while we're on the subject, I also got a second copy of Wipeout 3 Special Edition, and I got really lucky with it because, you know, if the condition is good and you know, get the standalone original release, you can go for as much as like €100 or close, but I got it for only 30. So either the seller was really benevolent and didn't care about the value of the game, or just didn't know the value. But either way, I got it for only 30, and it's in extremely good condition. Even the fucking case was scratchless, so like, how likely is that for PS1 games? PS1 cases are always scratched, unless they're taken really good care of, so it was like brand new, like basically just fresh out of the factory seal. And I got it for only 30, so couldn't resist. Now I'll have to take really good care of that. And maybe wait like a couple of years and then sell it onwards and become slightly rich. This is why I like collecting stuff, because if you do the right calls you can actually get rich later down the line, especially if it's something rare. If I'm ever in a crisis I can just sell something, like in a real crisis where I have no other choice. I just have good stuff lying around. Oh, you're that thorough, huh? I mean, it is a really effective way. Yeah, sadly there's not much I can do about disc rot, but most of the discs should be fine. Like, it's not very likely that during the manufacturing process something would have gone wrong and the discs would deteriorate even faster. Because I haven't experienced disc rot myself. I honestly didn't even know it was a thing. Like, of course, things eventually get old and bad, but I didn't know that it was such a thing where it, like, chemically, literally rots. That's why it's called disc rot. But I haven't experienced it myself. It's not only about the manufacturing process, but also how you preserve your discs, how you store them. Because if they're in a bad place, like really humid and stuff, then yeah, they're gonna go bad really fast. But all my discs are fine, so I'm good for the time being. So then the only thing I have to worry about is memory cards and consoles. Because who knows when the memory cards will all be dead. Console preservation is people are always repairing old consoles, so that one should be fine as long as it's like a highly mass-produced console, not like a rare one. Then it becomes really hard to try and maintain those. Man, that's unfortunate. That's what sucks about online shopping, because you never know if the sellers are honest or if they do a really good job of packaging this stuff when they send it to you. So if there's no protection or whatever, then yeah. I don't know if you were there when I streamed DD2. I actually got it a little while ago. Someone I know from Canada on Twitch goes by the name Kyle TA Studios. He gifted me DD2 and I told him to package it carefully, but he kinda didn't, so the disc was scratchless when he looked at the disc, but when I got it, it was kinda scratched, so this is why it's really important to make sure that it's secured. The disc works, which is the main part, but yeah, you have to be careful with this stuff. But hey, it works, so. And at least it wasn't like a rare game. Then it would have officially sucked.
Wow! Total destruction!
And it's understandable if people don't give a really precise description of the condition, especially if they don't have the hardware to test it if it works. Then they can literally only go by what they see and not what they know. It's understandable if they can't test the discs if it works. You should never buy heavily scratched discs anyway, but still. Never know. But it's kinda unacceptable that they would actually sell discs that are clearly rotten. Doesn't matter if they're scratches, if they're actually chemically dead. So I hope you didn't spend too much on those. It's always risky business if you buy something that's less common and then it turns out to be bad. I actually got really nervous when I bought a batch of games. And I thought they got lost in the mail and then they arrived 1 month later. All the games that I bought from separate sellers. All my packages came one day all together. So they were clearly lost somewhere, but they were eventually recovered, thank God, because one of the games was Clonova 1, and it's a really expensive game nowadays. I didn't even realize just how expensive. It's not in perfect condition, but the disc seems fine. I only paid like 50 for it, but the game goes for like €100, if not more, depending on the condition. So I'm really glad that that one eventually came home. Because our mail service fucking sucks. I've lost 2 packages, so I don't remember if that was after or before that incident, but I've lost 2 packages. Thankfully they were nothing important, I didn't pay a lot for them, but it still sucks. Because our mail service has gotten terrible. It used to be good, but now it's just, yeah, I'd rather not buy online if I don't have to. You know, at least the drawing tablet came from abroad. It came from Germany, actually. So at least I didn't have to trust my local mail for it. Yeah, it was delivered by DHL. And yeah, when I was thinking about buying the tablet, I was actually on my way to buy one locally from my neighbor city. Closest place where I can get one. But it's a good thing I didn't because, yeah, as I said, there was a sale going on the manufacturer's site, but also I got a better tablet for a smaller price. Like if I went to get that one over here, I would have paid more for a worse tablet, so I'm really glad I decided to check the website last second to not only save money, but I get an even better tablet, so dodged a bullet there. Like they're way overpriced here.
Hey, go easy on the paintwork.
So basically, to give you an idea, the Canvas 16 that was on sale here goes for like $450. And I got a Canvas 22 for much less, like, yeah, $370. And the shipping technically was included, but the thing is it was free because the order I made was big enough to where they offer free shipping, so way cheaper and better, so GG.
Wow, total destruction.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure that like 10 years ago when I would have loved to get one, they would have been like 1,000 each. Or close to 1,000, even like the what would be today average ones, so
He's
That's just how it goes. When new technology is introduced, it's always expensive. Like, remember when SSDs came around first? They were super expensive. But now they're common, and the like default standard used for computing. Like, everyone uses SSDs now if possible. They're so much cheaper than when they came around. It's the same for the drawing tablets. They're more common now, so prices have dropped a lot.
He's way out in front.
And I decided now's the time. Tax returns, cheaper drawing tablets, I've always wanted one. Go. Just go. Don't hesitate. You always wanted one, so do it. So it's kind of like an early birthday present for myself. My birthday is gonna be in around a month. Next month on the 15th. Oh god, there was no way of avoiding that, except by going slower. Not much I could do there. Yeah, it's always nice when you buy something and then you use it a lot. It means that it was worth it, and oh my god. Hello Jay and the rest of the TA Studios gang. Are trying to survive in this game. So, regardless of how good I am in the game, doesn't matter. Because we're kinda in fate's hands with this game, so buckle up. And thanks for the follow, Matt. Much appreciated. Does anyone know this game? And thanks for the follow, Mickey, as well. Thank you.
He's way out in front. Oh!
Put on the cap. Will do. This signature cap that I wear a lot. A tribute to the greatest F1 driver who ever lived, Ayrton Senna. I'm wearing the same cap as he used to, only it's not in snapback form, but a regular baseball cap, but anyway. Still the same design. I actually have to get another one of those because it used to be a lot more blue, but because I've used it so much out in the sun, the colors have kind of faded away. So it's like a more pale blue now, not as vibrant because it's worn off. So I think I'll have to get another one. Another one to use indoors, so it will stay nice and fresh. Ow. Oh, alright. Catch you later, Lord Victim, and thanks for the support as always. I love you. Okay. Here's the cup.
3, 2, 1, go! Wow!
Difficulty-wise, it's not that hard, but as I said, we're thrown into fate's hands as to how well we do here. I have no problem winning races, but we're speedrunning, so that's what the focus is. How well the game treats me. Like, sure, there's some driving skill involved, but not as much, because it's not like a simulator. But yeah, apparently peeps are not familiar with this game. I used to play it quite a lot back in the day. When I was really young, I could only play the demo, but eventually I got a copy of my own. And today I have a properly working copy. The one I had, it did work, but the music was skipping. But now I have a copy that's intact, so I get the best experience. If nothing else, I really love this game's soundtrack. Thrash metal is so cool. And that is why I always take the liberty to lower the game sound effects volume, just so I can hear the soundtrack. But back when I had the copy, I had to mute music for certain tracks because they just wouldn't work. Luckily I don't have that problem anymore. And besides this game, I also played the, not the predecessor, but the first part, Destruction Derby 1. It's not as fun as this, but still also a good piece of history. One of the first PS1 titles. If anyone had the misfortune of buying the PS1 Classic, this game was included in it. Or, sorry, not this game, DD1. Okay. They let me live. Good start.
Second.
Smell you later. Oh, right now in fact I'll have to let him go. It's gonna die bomb. But now smell you later. See you at the finish line.
He's way out in front.
Okay, never mind. I thought he was gonna follow me all the way through. Now he fell off. Now we just gotta look out for stranded cars.
Watch it. He's way out in front. Oh.
Dodge that bullet.
Hit the last one.
Nearly crashed. Good stuff. You know, the race was so clean. I think the only
3,
time loss there was letting guys die bomb,
go.
moving out of the way, so with that considered, I don't think I could have done much better. Could do some slight mistakes, but not a whole lot I could have done differently.
Watch it. Second.
Please don't hit me, please don't hit me, please don't hit me. Good.
He's way out in front. Oh!
God. Timing couldn't have been any better.
Hey, go easy on me, mate.
If the car emerged like 1/10 later, yeah.
He's way out in front. Watch it.
Okay. Another bullet dodged. Took too much wall there. All in all, good race. Couldn't have really asked for anything better. Let's see how the next one goes. It's usually tough shit there. This track is especially tough because it's so dark, and if there's stranded cars you have little to no time to react, so... This one is gonna be slightly pain. Because this is Destruction Derby, and stranded cars are a part of the game. They're like natural obstacles.
He's way out in front. He's way out in front.
All the cars are conveniently on the left side there, out of the way. Oh, there's still 3 laps. It ain't over till it's over!
Going the wrong way.
Speak of the devil. Yeah, all good, Jay.
He's way out in front.
And as for me, I'm also doing all good. Thanks to you guys. Thank you again for the fat raid.
He's way out in front.
It seems like this race is doing me some favors finally. Cars are so conveniently out of the way. Because it could be so much worse than what you're witnessing right now. This game, or this race, can be really brutal. Literally no car was in the way except for that one earlier, but we'll take that. It's a very small price to pay for this race. How it usually treats us. Yeah, I am, as a matter of fact. I'll just have to find the motivation to finish the piece I started, the one you saw through the Kyle stream. Because I can draw, but I can't paint, because I kind of have to paint the background. So it's hard to draw a sea, a body of water. You kind of have to paint it, even if it involves drawing it. So I'm not looking forward to that part, but it's also, on the other hand, gonna be a learning experience. So hopefully it helps with learning how to do backgrounds. Okay. Not the outcome I was hoping for, but at least we didn't roll over. What am I using to draw? You mean... Because all drawing tablets have their standardized... or standardized pens. So I'm using one of those. Oh, program. I'm using GIMP. Sorry, I got lost in context there. I wasn't sure what you were after. But I've also been thinking about using Inkscape because it makes fixing errors so much easier when you just drag lines instead of erasing and redrawing. There hasn't been really any real need yet. Maybe if I make something that requires extreme precision, then Inkscape is the way to go. Ah, I did. You can't tell the whole story looking at one flat image. There's plenty of layers in that image. You just don't see them. At least not technically. But layers won't exactly help when, yeah, it's just a matter of skill. And how much detail we want to put on. Yeah, so at this point it's just a matter of doing it and doing it well. Layers or not. We'll see how I decide to do it. What approach I choose to take. And because I'm so critical, I want my art to look good, I'm probably gonna spend a lot of time painting those waves and stuff, but only what I'm capable of, so we'll see. We'll see what I'm capable of. I don't even know myself, because I've never tried to paint waves. And another contributing factor to the difficulty is knowing how to draw like the sunshine on the water, because it's a sunset, so I'll have to look at like stock images to get like a reference for it. Yeah, I mean, if you're not self-critical, then you're not really an artist, are you? Every artist has the same problem. They're always not happy with their work. They always think, ah, this could have been better. Oh man, if I knew how to do this better, and that stuff. Yeah, I'm not gonna do it like one-to-one, obviously, just straight up copying something. That's not what I wanna do. But I'm just using a reference to know exactly how to go about it. Like, you kinda have an image in your head, like when you imagine a sunset on the water surface. You kinda know what it's gonna look like, but I need a little bit of outside help looking at stock images to make it look somewhat good, but I don't want to copy anything. My number one rule is, if you don't have to copy it, don't. Unless it's like a really quick thing, like a really generic thing that you can just copy and no one would notice, but when it comes to drawing like this, I want to do it myself. And no problem, Jay. Have a good night. Well, it's not really night for you, it's more like afternoon, but take care either way. And thanks again for the raid, and I'll see you later. Thanks for stopping by. Wait, what does that mean? Was that like 3 bits? Because that's an unusual way to Twitch announcing it. I haven't seen that before. I don't even know when I last received bits anyway, so... And that's also why I don't have alerts on for it, because it doesn't happen. And bits are bits. They're not a donation, they're just like a, yeah, shout-out thing. Okay, this is scary. This is really scary. No cars here, perfect. At least not in the way. Is everyone dead? Third place is. Okay, yeah, everyone's dead. No survivors whatsoever. At least I know where they are. So it's also a good thing if everyone's dead, because then you know that no one's moving, so then you just have to remember where they are. Okay. And this is what we call in our community the graveyard. Because it's just a graveyard of cars. Dodged that bullet. It was a time waste, but nothing I could have done differently. That's just the game pissing on me. It's also very fitting for that race to be the graveyard one, because nighttime and usually graveyards are depicted as being like grim. Because, surprise surprise, graveyards are a resting place for the dead. Oops. Faced the wall too early. Ooh, okay. Again, he's trying so hard to deny me. That's not how this works. I'm supposed to deny the game. Supposed to assert my dominance over it. That's basically the name of speedrunning. Taking control of the game. And DD2 will. Okay, last race for the run. Finally finishing one.
3, 2, 1, go!
Or at least hoping to. I always died in the last race, so... Let's see. Those guys were also having, you know, very literally an intercourse.
Watch it. He's way out in front.
This also looks deceptively fast, but I know it's not gonna be my pro time. Not even close. Still one more lap to do after all, but I don't think we're gonna be that far. Still gonna be a 58, but not by too much. So that's kind of funny.
It's the last lap.
Didn't think we'd reach that point that soon, but game was kind of nice to me this run.
Hey, go easy on the paintwork.
Yeah, it's still gonna be a 58, of course. But now I'm wondering if a 57 is even doable. We're not that far away from it, and I have a lot of shit thrown at me. Still.
Watch it.
So... yeah, 58.10. That's good. Good for a rookie. Jesus. Okay.